Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Entrepreneur TV Middle East. We have a very special guest sitting with us today. It's Amadou. He's the CEO of DHL Global. Absolute pleasure having you here in our booth. How are you doing today?
Hot and spicy. I'm happy to be with you.
Beautiful, beautiful. So tell me a little bit about the event. How's it going for you?
I think the event is quite inspiring because you have a lot of people talking about technology and the impacts, some being very positive about how it will help us make the world better.
Right.
And many being a bit negative, thinking it will not be helping so much.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that it will help us, enhance and improve the life of millions of people in the Middle East and Africa.
Right. Some people just look at it in a more optimistic, some in a more pessimistic way, but what can you do? Tell me a little bit about DHL, what's new there, what sort of projects you guys are working on now?
Oh, at DHL, we're working in multiple number of projects. Particularly in this vision, we're working on one vertical that is called New Energy. New energy is really around making sure that we have enough affordable energy for the populations across the Middle East and Africa region. And I think that is the biggest challenge of AI, because AI will request something around 70 gigabytes to be able to be functioning properly, and therefore, making sure that we have enough energy for people is essential. The second one that we're working on is around life science, to keep people fit and healthy. And I think that enabling that in our region, it will be essential, because we'll be having the fastest growth of population in terms of use, that will be working to make the world a world that has access to all of the goods.
Right.
So making sure that our population is fit is going to be something that is very essential. And lastly, we'll be working on having technology accessible to all of our population, so that people have enough knowledge to be able to compete globally.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but were you guys sponsoring the Coldplay World Tour?
Yes, we were sponsoring the Coldplay and organizing.
You did tell me about sustainability, about being healthy. All of that is kind of what Coldplay did represent. So congratulations on that one. It was huge.
Thank you very much.
It was huge. I just remember because it was everywhere when I was going to the concert.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about your leadership style. Obviously, we're an entrepreneur here. What sort of advice would you give to all of those young leaders that one day would like to become CEOs of companies, entrepreneurs? What sort of advice would you give them?
I mean, the first advice that I would give to anybody that wants to become a successful entrepreneur is to be very disciplined and hardworking, because you cannot be successful by delegating everything and doing little.
Right.
The second one that I would give is to be humble, because we always need to remind ourselves that we know less than anybody else, so that we can learn more from everybody else. And AI is actually a tool that will help you become very humble, because it will show you the speed of knowledge, speed of access. And lastly, it is to be ready to serve the population, ready to serve the people that you're working with, ready to serve the communities that you're working with, because if you're not ready to serve the community, then you're definitely not ready to serve your clients.
100%. And also, as you said before, never be the smartest person in the room. There's always room for growth in your head, and it's very important to be on the wavelength. Listen, it was an absolute pleasure having you here. Yeah. We honestly wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.